Hello. Welcome to the kitchen of the metaphysical wellness medium. Help me unpack my, oh, look at my goodies. Help me unpack my stuff, my groceries. I want to talk to you really quick about what we're going to go over in the Sanctuary Wellness Coven Circle tonight. We always meet every Wednesday. And then on Sunday mornings, we have the intention setting for the week. So I've got my notes right here to keep my ADHD brain on track. Ooh, y'all, look at all this cilantro. Oh, this is so good to put in your smoothies. What we're going to talk about is you we unless you've been living under a rock, we all know that ultra processed foods is absolutely horrible for us. And while we don't want to be perfect, that's actually on my notes here. Perfection is boring. Perfection, actually, you know what? There's a condition. It's called orthorexia nervosa. It is when you have an obsession, an eating disorder of eating too healthy, too clean, and you impose all of these psychological and physical restrictions on yourself. I have been there. I have been there, and it is a nightmare of a mental prison. So, we're going to learn how not to do that tonight, okay? Not perfection, and how to navigate when you are detoxing and cleansing your space from ultra processed foods. Okay, so number one, why do you even want to do this? Okay, so spiritually, I actually have an ultra processed food. It's the only one. And believe it or not, it's a sneaky one that you wouldn't even think about. So, ultra processed foods, even though this is an absolutely incredible, oh, I shouldn't throw them under the bus. This is an absolutely incredible plant-based vegan protein powder. I love this company. When you think of ultra processed foods, how far removed from Mother Nature, from its original form, how far removed is it? Okay. If it's just one step, like the spirulina powder that I have right here, this has just been dried and packaged and they sent it to me. Okay. Pretty much still in its original form. Okay. So this would be minimally processed. But this choker right here is so far removed from what Mother Nature made that this is an ultra processed food. So you only want to have your ultra processed foods 80% of your diet here, minimally processed, and this would be the 20% of your diet. Okay. So what happens when you consume more ultra processed foods? Well, spiritually, ultra processed foods have such a low vibration that you are ingesting low vibration into your body. So your energy, your spiritual energy becomes low. Your channels, your spiritual channels become blocked or lessened. Okay, so maybe you're like, oh, I'm not hearing from divine source, or where did divine source go? Or I'm just not hearing clear. And that's one of the main culprits. Okay. Also, when you are ingesting ultra processed foods, it lowers not just the vibration of your physical body, but also your environment. Okay, because this is not alive. This is not flowing with energy. This is. Okay. So it actually lowers the vibration of your space somewhat. It's sort of like if you were to come into my house right now, I'll tell you to take off your shoes because you ain't gonna be bringing no dirt up into my house when I just clean these floors. I don't care who you are. Fight me. So it's like that. So energetically, we are removing the emptiness from us. And one of my favorite words is the void. Okay. This has been so far removed from what Mother Nature intended that it's void. And so much has to be added to enrich it. There's so many probiotics and so many digestive enzymes so that you can even break down what this is, because it's been processed so much. So when you have ultra processed food, you're filling a void. A lot of times, people that may have an obesity condition, they are a lot of times malnourished. Their body may be full, but they're starving for actual vitamins and minerals, amino acids, the phytonutrients. They're starving for all of that because, well, other than this, like if we would just have like a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese where there's no redeeming qualities whatsoever, except maybe the cute packaging, and that it'll last, I think, during a nuclear war. Those are your storm supplies, by the way. All you're doing is feeding your void. You're making your black hole, the void, even larger. And you just keep going into the void. Okay? So spiritually, that's one of the things that's happening. When you start to remove those things, you start to clear up your channel to where divine source can go through. It's nothing different than you'll see the hoarders when you those people, bless your hearts, and not in a bad way either. No, seriously, bless your heart. When they start to clean the house, there's a clearer path through their house, and then their life also starts to mimic that, clearer paths in their life where all sorts of things can flow, all sorts of good blessings. Now, the other thing, what we're going to be going over tonight, so we're going to go over the spiritual components of ultra processed, the low vibration of ultra processed foods. Then we're going to be talking about how you can start to minimize and get it out of or lessen it in your diet without running into a lot of gastric distress. Because we don't want to be taking Gas-X if we don't have to. We definitely don't want diarrhea and constipation. We don't want to be farting or bloated. It's just very uncomfortable. So we want to minimize that. You can't go from one end of the spectrum to the other. You get into some uncomfortable, dangerous, and I know some dangerous territory that way. You know what? This is on a different note, but I remember when Amy Winehouse died. Y'all, I was so young back then. I didn't know, and I was so clueless. I didn't know. Look at all this list. I did not know that you could die during detox. I didn't know that. I thought that you could just go cold turkey, have some, a little bit of withdrawals. I didn't know, because I was young. I didn't know that it was as severe as that. Okay, well, now I'm older and I know better. So yeah, when we start to clean up our cabinets, take the things out, it's best to just avoid the dragon than to fight him. We don't want to just even have it in the house, except for maybe like storm supplies that's kept out of your kitchen. You want to do it slowly. So I would say actually take a whole month. Strategically plan how you're going to incorporate more minimally processed stuff and more pretty much no processed foods. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. That's in the private group. Now, you're more than welcome to join the private group. There's no commitment. It is monthly. You can just sign up at any times, reoccurring. You want to leave, just let me know. Just cancel your membership. I ain't going to be running up after you, chasing you, none of that. I ain't got time for that. I'm a grown woman, and you're grown people. So yeah, you can just join any old time you want to. We go over so much stuff. And everything, and these meetings are all recorded, so you can always go back. So it doesn't matter if you join now and you missed all the previous ones, honey. Just go back and watch the archives. Just go watch the archives, and you'll catch up Okay, you just learn so much, and it's always there for you. All the handouts, all the downloads, all the PDFs, all my cute dance moves. It's all on there. Now, if you're like, I don't want to be joining no membership, I got enough of them, and I got time for all that. I just want to know what you're talking about right now. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I got you too. So yeah, just message me, and you're not going to get my assistant. There is no assistant. It's just me and the turnip greens here. Okay, so just message me, and I will do an individual protocol for you to help you. Because one, I need to see where you're living right now. Everybody in my group, I know where they're living. I need to see where you're living right now, and then how we can transition the foods out or minimize them greatly with the least, with the least gastric distress, but the most benefit to you spiritually, to your heart, to your very house, your environment, and then of course your body, how you feel. All right, loves. I hope I see you tonight. If not, eat well.